Hello. It's been about a week since I did my last video. I was spent after reviewing the second Voyage of Predaking. It's just such a great figure. But yeah, so I'm back, and this is this is something I was thinking of doing for my 150th video if I didn't find anything better. So I'm going to review this in a second, but the thing is, I've been trying to hold off some of my old knockoffs that I've got lying around, basically just in case I can't get any more. But as I said in my last video, I think, that I've now got my debit card again. I can now order stuff online. And I have since then spent about maybe £120 online. Well, I don't know if there's an amount of time between when you get a new debit card to when you can actually pay for stuff online, but I tried buying some stuff, and then after a couple of days it hadn't, it authorised the payment but hadn't sent the payment. So I was like, impatient. I'll order that. And then a few more days went past and it was like, impatient. I'll order that. So I've done 4 different orders from 4 different sites. One's Amazon, one is Shapeways. So you can guess what that is. One I think was something like Storks.com, something like that. What was the other one from? Oh yeah, the other one was from Certoys. Oh yeah, so you know there's something good on the way. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get rid of some of the old knockoff stuff that I've been holding on to, just thinking, oh well, I might not get anything else, and now I have, and I can. So, So, we remember when I hastily reviewed this guy, and I don't dislike him or anything like that, but he doesn't really look. That's a very noisy motorbike. He doesn't really look much like the original. The original being this. Now, this original, let's see if it's got a date on it. Let's have a look. 1980 to 1984, Takara, Taiwan. I don't know if you can read that. Probably not. My camera's not exactly good. Nope. But considering this has been around for at least 33 years, let's guess what happens. It's been knocked off, and I've got a few. I think I've got more lying around, but these are the only ones I've been able to find. And there's this one, which, as you can see, is missing the front fork things, which is a shame, and it's twice the size. And unfortunately, the flick gimmick, which has got this one, because you can see the springs and stuff in there. See that little slit with the springs? Yeah, that don't work no more. Or never worked because there's no springs. So all you just do is go blah. And it makes this rather nifty little robot dude. Look at that face. The most generic of all generic robots. But I kinda love it. And for some reason, I've got 2. But this one has different wings and a different head. These wings are not like those wings are like the original. See? This one, they're not. But this head is... Come on, transform. There we go. This head is like the original, but the wings aren't. This one's head isn't like the original, but the wings are. I thought... Stop it. Stop it. Pardon me. Oh dear. But yeah, they're weird. Really weird. But I think this is where my love of sort of grunt throwaway characters has come from. Because they're basically the same. They're the same colours, the same colour plastics. So they're pretty much made in the same factory. But they look just slightly different enough to have character. This one snapped a thruster off, that's a shame. But that's not all, because I've got another one. And if I move these out of the way a bit, this one transforms. Now, instead of the forks, they've just put like a cockpit on, which is clever. Fair dues to them. I can't complain about that. So it actually turns into sort of like a big spaceship. That's really cool. And to transform it, you just untab it, fold it around, and just blah. And he's much more like that one than that one. But you know what I mean? And unfortunately, because these are all incredibly loose, it just sort of flops a bit. But it has got a wheel. Yay! And all these gimmicks, they've all got this, but these gimmicks are just so old and so tatty. I'm just no. I'm not even going to try and get them to work because I don't want to break them. And so these guys are just nuts. These little knockoff TopSpins, and they're awesome. I just love how inventively stupid they are. And I just got like this team of just generic bots that are kind of almost identical, but not quite. And I'm sure somewhere, I'm not sure where it is, I'll have to find it one day, but I'm sure somewhere I've got one of this, you know, with the floppy down thing, and it's all like smoothed and rounded out with like a more detailed head, and it's like in this really garish like orange, blue and green paint job. It's really like awful colours. But I've not been able to find him. I found these three, I've not been able to find anything else. I may have more than these three, I'll be honest with you. Somewhere buried. But yeah, I will have to go through them all and I'll have to find them all someday. And just add to the TopSpin knockoff legion. And yeah, I mean, you can see why I didn't do this for video 150, because it's just not good enough, frankly. I'm not trying to be nasty, because I love these guys, because they're just... I mean, him having the little forks on the front, I suppose makes sense, because he's rolling around and smacking into things, but, you know, doesn't really. But this guy actually turned into a spaceship with a little, like, nose and stuff. That's awesome. He's got, like, hair and all sorts in him, because he's that old. But then you transform these guys, and you're like, well... he hasn't got the slot in the front. These have. So they're supposed to have this nose as well. They're all supposed to have it. So they're like a little legion of fighters. I'm completely sold on this. It's not quite Voyager 2 Predaking, but you know. But yeah, they're just awesome. And this is why I love little knockoff grunt suits, and you know, these things are great. I mean, I wish they had like a date stamp on them, because they haven't. I did have a quick look before this video, because you know, I wish they had a date stamp on them just to see how long after this was made before they got knocked off, but... ah, man. That kind of looks like they're combined there. They really haven't. I wish they could, but they don't. But yeah, man. So, maybe this was before that. Maybe that was knocked off from this. Ooh, Takara, you sneaky. We know what you like. And just, you know... see, we could have got a deluxe Headmaster version of that, and then we get stuck with this. I mean, even on this, with bigger scale, they've got the back end set up properly, you know? Wings, engines, fine. Whereas this, it's like wings, gap, engines. Whatever. I must be about the only person who actually complains about that, so obviously I am wrong. But yeah, so how many things have I actually got in the post now? There's one from Amazon, one from that Storks or whatever it is, 2 pieces from Shapeways, which again you can guess what those are, and there's 1, 2, 3 from Surtoys. These are like 4 orders, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I've got some stuff in the post which is going to be awesome. I very nearly bought a couple of other things from Shapeways last night, but I'm going to wait until I get paid a couple more times, like maybe a month or 2, and just, yeah, I don't want to waste all my money, because in a couple of weeks, or a week and a half, I'm going to Manchester Comic Con. Woo! So if anyone wants to see me there, well, good luck. But if you're going and you want to tell me who you are, what you're going as or anything like that, maybe we can meet up. Especially if you're an attractive young lady that I can terrify and scare away with my hideous face. Ah. But still, yeah. So we can sort something. If anyone's going to that, let me know, and we'll have a bit of a natter and stuff. Yeah. Also, Belucius, you haven't replied to that email again yet. I am actually now in email contact because he did send me some pictures of the oversized Combiner Wars Rook that he's turned into Rack and Ruin. He's put elbow articulation on. He has sent me pictures of those. I'm going to have to get clever one day and start editing them into a video. But if you haven't checked your emails and you haven't seen that yet, Belucius, basically the answer is, if you want to, I will gladly accept. That's basically the answer. But just reply to that and we'll sort some stuff out. So anyway, I shall leave all of this and... Yay! 2-second transformation. I should be ugly, I should be wretched, and I shall see all of you in the next one. Or at Manchester. We'll see what happens. Bye bye!